Let me, in fact, bring on board Rupak De as well, Senior Technical Analyst at LKP Securities, joining us today. And Rupak, give us a sense, the kind of range we traded in and we have been trading in, every time we hit a certain level, there's been resistance seen there. Can we break that really, in your opinion?
Yeah, definitely. Today's closing was okay kind of. Nifty rallied above 50 EMA on the daily chart, but it failed to close above that. On the higher end, it found resistance around 70% kind of retracement, Fibonacci retracement level of the previous fall. So you are right. Nifty traded within a range for the last 2-3 days. Now it needs to break this range. Like on the lower end, Nifty managed to float above 24,150, which is a very good support. So till the time we are above 24,150, there is a chance that Nifty might break out above the resistance of 24,350. Now, once Nifty moves above 24,350 in the coming days, it is likely to go towards 24,550, 24,700. So overall, sentiment of Nifty is looking bullish. So I'm bullish in Nifty. On the other hand, Bank Nifty is showing some real weakness on the back of weakness in the three big banks, ICICI, HDFC, and Axis Bank. All the three private sector big banks are witnessing selling pressure. So Bank Nifty a bit weak, but overall sentiment in the market is not that much weak. I expect the Nifty is likely to get support from the other sectors. And in the short term, overall weakness might be there, but Nifty in the next 2-3 days might outperform the Bank Nifty.
Okay, so at least that's looking optimistic for Nifty while you're cautious on the Nifty Bank. Rupak, thanks for that take, and good to be chatting with you. Give us your take on which stocks are looking attractive to you at this moment. Anything looking good on the charts?
Yeah, definitely. I am finding ITC to be an outstanding player for the very short term. Recently, today it has given a breakout from its recent consolidation, and also it has reclaimed 50 EMA for the first time in the last so many days. So in the short term, I think the stock might move towards 330. It's a long call at around 316 with a stop loss of 307 for a target of 330. Another call is on the long side again. The stock name is Urban Company. The stock has given a consolidation breakout and it is sustaining above its previous swing high on the daily time frame, sustaining above its important moving average. So for the short term, I think the positive momentum might prevail in the stock, and on the higher end, the stock might move towards 160, and a stop loss can be placed for a long position at 142.
What about some of the, Rupak, what about some of the FMCG names? That's been one sector which has actually done very well in trade on Wednesday. Thursday too will likely see that sector being in focus. HUL, the big boy, expected to come out with numbers. What's the take there?
So FMCG sector might remain fragmented. I think stock like Nestle will continue to outperform. Other stocks like HUL, Marico might move, but their move might remain limited. If I talk about HUL, the stock is sustaining above its previous swing low, in fact, and support is there at 2270. Till the time it is remaining above 2270, the sentiment might remain bullish. However, if it falls below 2270, then there might be significant correction towards the lower level.
So that's the take on some of the FMCG names. While we're talking about FMCG and the earnings expectations from HUL, here's what we're expecting: a very steady quarter seen in Q4 on a consolidated basis. Revenue is seen growing up 4%. But remember, just in the previous quarter, you have that ice cream business demerger adjustment that will now come into play. So if I take out that 2 to 3% revenue contribution that segment had to the overall top line in the base quarter, which is Q4 FY25, then on a like-to-like basis, we're expecting expecting the revenue to go up by about 3%. EBITDA to go up by 4%, and net profit is seen growing 6%. However, we're expecting margins to be absolutely stable because some raw materials have seen deflation. But more importantly, for soaps and tea, we've seen inflation in terms of palm oil over there. So watch out for that. Now, in terms of the key expectations, the underlying volume growth is seen between 3 and 5%. The like-for-like volume growth, that's minus the ice cream business division, is seen at 3%. Underlying sales growth we're expecting at 7%, so looking good. Beauty and wellness is expected to continue to do well. Home care and personal care are expected to sustain the kind of momentum that they've been seeing so far, so decent over there. Foods is expected to be flat due to some raw material pressure over there. So when the numbers do come out, watch out for the commentary on synergies that the business has seen from the demerger of the ice cream business, any contribution to the margin. Remember, for this financial year at least, their management's margin guidance was between 22.5% and 23.5%. If there's been any revision to that for the upcoming financial year, we'll be watching out for that as well, along with pricing action and the urban and rural demand commentary. So much to watch out for when it comes to HUL. But while this is at least the staples basket from consumption, Rupak, anything looking good to you from the broader consumption basket? Jewelry, fashion, hospitality, travel, any themes looking good over there?
Within hospitality space, I think Lemon Tree is forming a good chart. It has been sustaining above its 50 EMA for the last few days. And before this consolidation, it rallied significantly from 101 to towards 130. So I think once the current consolidation ends, the stock might move towards 130, 135 once again. And on the lower end, 114 is the level below which the stock might become weak. So I would suggest the stock for a buy for a target of 135 and keeping a stop loss below 114.
Rupak, two stocks in focus, the Adani names. Over the last 1 month, Adani Enterprises moved 33%, Adani Ports has moved 24%. You'll have those earnings at play on Thursday. What's the take there?
So all the Adani stocks are doing well for the last 4 weeks. They have for the last 4 weeks consecutively they have been doing well. For Adani Enterprise, I would say that there's a support at 2200. It's a 50 weeks exponential moving average. Till the time it is remaining above this support level, I think the upside momentum might continue. And on the higher end, the stock might extend its gain towards 2700 in the short term. So I'm bullish in Adani Enterprise as well as in Adani Port.
Thanks for that take. On that note, we'll let you go. Thanks so much for your time today. But we are shifting focus. Let's take a look at